When this man was selected number 6 overall in the 2019 NBA, not NBA, what the hell am I talking about? Number 6 overall in the 2019 NFL draft. Jesus Christ Almighty, man. That's how you know I'm excited for NBA. Anyway, so this man was selected number 6 overall in the 2019 NFL draft out of Duke. And I was sitting in class one night when I saw this, and I threw my phone across the classroom out of pure disgust because I knew how bad this guy was. I knew how bad this guy was because I'm a Clemson fan, right? Daniel Jones was the starting quarterback out of Duke. Eli's uh, coach David Cutcliffe, he was at Duke, right? And watching him when he was at Duke and being a Clemson fan, they came play Clemson one year when Daniel Jones was a senior, and Clemson destroyed Duke 35-7, right? And that was pretty much to be expected, you know what I'm saying? Because at that time, Clemson, we gangsters fuck, right? But it was the next week when they played Wake Forest, told me everything I needed to know about this guy, right? Now, at that time, don't get me wrong, Wake Forest sucks, right? They suck. I remember early that year, Clemson hung 63 points on Wake Forest. So surely Duke was going to, go out there and take care of business against Wake Forest, but they didn't. They lost 59-7 to Wake Forest. And to see that there was going to be all this hoopla, Daniel Jones went to Eli Manning's football camp, and Daniel Jones was the MVP of the little Senior Bowl that they had. And at that time, Dave Gettleman made one of the worst decisions, in my opinion, and this decision ultimately cost him his job. When he took Daniel Jones, number 6 overall in the 2019 NFL draft. Oh, man, God. You just. And, and I'm hearing how he was going to be the heir apparent to Eli Manning. And it just, I just kept telling people, I'm like, I don't trust this guy. This guy is going to suck. There's nothing special about Daniel freaking Jones. I just kept telling people for years how bad this guy is. It's like, we're not going to go anywhere as long as this guy is the quarterback. And every year I've been proven right. Now, he has some flashes of brilliance, but it's been so sporadic. And for the most part, he's struggled to establish himself as a reliable franchise quarterback. Now, his NFL journey began with high expectations, not only due to his draft status, but also because of the quarterback he was tasked with replacing, Eli Manning, a 2-time Super Bowl champion who's been the face of a franchise for over a decade. The pressure on Jones was immense from the start. Despite these challenges, his rookie season showed promise, right? In 2019, he threw for over 3,000 yards and 24 touchdowns, igniting hope that fans, such as myself, could be the answer to the Giants' post-Eli era, which I knew when they drafted this motherfucker, I know that this guy was not going to be the answer. I saw him play at Duke. Now, people got enamored by his athleticism, his ability to move in and out of the pocket. He wasn't just stationary. His ability to scramble and get yards with his legs, gave the Giants another dimension, allowed them to extend plays when the pocket collapsed. He had connections with Darius Slayton and at the time Saquon Barkley, which gave us some kind of reason to believe that we're going to do something. Except that we didn't do anything special. If anything, this all he did was fumble the ball and threw interception after interception and make dumb decision after dumb decision. This man is not a good quarterback. And one of the biggest issues with Daniel Jones is his inability to take care of the football. There was a game last week against the Cincinnati Bengals. We were in the red zone. And as he's dropping back, the defender is coming towards his face or whatever. Instead of, scrambling to get some positive yards or at least throw the ball away, he tries to force something. His arm gets hit as he's trying to force something. The ball just stands up in the air like a duck. And when that duck finally descends down, it ends up in the arms of a Cincinnati Bengal, which killed any chance of us getting any points. And we end up losing that game 17-7. Now, I'm trying to calm myself down because there's a myriad of things I want to say, and I'm trying to put things in the proper context. But we're just going to focus on this season right here, right? 4 home games. 4. And we only scored 1 offensive touchdown. 1. In 4 home games. 1. Guess how many touchdown passes Daniel Jones has thrown at home this season? I'll give you a hint. It's a number less than 1. The Giants, as an offense on the season, has 10 offensive touchdowns. 10. 10 offensive touchdowns the entire fucking NFL season. We're about to go to goddamn week 8. Half the season is practically gone. And we only scored 10 offensive touchdowns, only 1 offensive touchdown at home. No touchdown passes. This guy sucks. And we have different GMs, we've had different head coaches, we've had different offensive coordinators. We had a whole lot of changes around this guy. This motherfucker here is the constant. This is the case where you bet your stable on the wrong horse. And this is why I blame guys like Joe Sheen and goddamn Brian Dable. But more so Joe Sheen. Because he made the decision to re-sign Daniel Jones and not Saquon Barkley, the person who they should really re-sign. In the previous video, I talked about how this man ran all over the Giants yesterday to the tune of 175 yards on the ground on only 17 carries. I mean, how much more house cleaning we gonna do? We cleaned house before. This guy has no business being the starting quarterback of an NFL franchise. He's not. This guy sucks. This guy is trash. Now, who the fuck gonna disagree with me on that? What's up, Crawford Experience? I am so disgusted with the Giants right now. And I'm a Giants fan. I'm a big-time Giants fan. Going back to the days of LT and Phil Simms and Phil McConkey, and Carl Banks and Lawrence Taylor and Leonard Marshall and Everson Walls, Dave Meggett, Jim Burton or Jim Burt, Gary Reasons. Yeah, that's how far I go back as a Giants fan. And to see that this bullshit continues. And then the thing about it is, we don't even find a way to land a competent quarterback at the draft. Oh, Lord have mercy. I swear to God, man. If you want to know why the Giants organization is so bad right now, it's because of Daniel freaking Jones. So again, in the game yesterday, right? Because I talked about it in the previous video, Saquon Barkley had more rushing yards than Daniel Jones had passing yards. Make it make sense. This is what we're spending $40 million on? How can a running back have more rushing yards than a quarterback have passing yards? Daniel Jones couldn't even crack 100 yards passing yesterday. Saquon Barkley had 176 yards rushing. But we don't pay Saquon Barkley. For whatever inexplicable reason, 2 years ago, when the Giants made the playoffs, made that unbelievable run to the playoffs, right? Beat the Minnesota Vikings in the wild card round, got to the divisional round, and lost to the Eagles in convincing fashion, right? That should have told the GM right there that Daniel Jones was not the answer. Because in that game, what did the Eagles do? The Eagles said, you know what? We're gonna pull out all the stops to make sure Saquon Barkley don't beat us. We're gonna make Daniel Jones beat us. That's what the Eagles did. They took Saquon Barkley away and made Daniel Jones be the reason why the Giants win that game. Unfortunately for us, Daniel Jones showed us who he was. Now, the fan base, see this. I was at Buffalo Wild Wings that night. I saw that game in disgust. I couldn't even eat all my goddamn chicken wings because I had the lemon pepper. And I had an idea that come time to make this decision, of who to prioritize, right? Because after the playoffs, after we got eliminated in the playoffs, right, it came time to decide who to prioritize. And I was saying that I hope they make the right decision and pay Saquon Barkley. Whatever Saquon Barkley wanted, give it to him. I don't give a fuck if you got to back up the goddamn Brinks truck. Pay the man. He is our best player. But no. What they do? They franchise Saquon Barkley and pay Daniel Jones. And what did Daniel Jones do? Ever since getting that money, he hasn't done anything. I don't even think since he's gotten that money, he's thrown a touchdown pass at home. I don't think Daniel Jones has thrown a touchdown pass since he's gotten that money at home. This is how bad this man is. You mean to tell me we are 6 years into this shit and this man's still making rookie mistakes? He's still making dumb reads, missing easy throws, throwing pick sixes. Look, I'm gonna play some fair use too, man. Fair use, right? Because I want to show you the level of disgust that I have right now. We're gonna play some highlights or lowlights, if you want to call it that. We're gonna play some lowlights. Fair use to NFL. Fair use. I want you to see this play. Hold up. Hold up. Yeah, Mike Lewis, and people got nerve to run their mouth about Deshaun Watson when this piece of trash is running around out here. But people out here running their mouth about Deshaun Watson. Look at this shit. This is a touchdown. But if you're Daniel Jones, it's not. Pretty good. Look at this shit. Look at this thing. Now, look, this should be a touchdown. This dude got the speed, the athleticism. Oh. So that's that play, right? With Daniel freaking Jones, right? Let's look at more lowlights. Let's look at more. Look at this pick six right here. This is during the preseason. Look at this play. He had a read right there. He had a read, missed the read. He throws the ball late. And then look at that shit. Look at that. That's Daniel Jones for your ass right there. That's during the preseason now. Look at this play. Peyton and Eli are so pissed off. Look at this play. He just threw it right to the dude. Look at that. This dude just taking that shit to the house. Look at this shit. Look at Eli. When Eli Manning's pissed off, you know that's a problem. When Eli is giving that look right there, hey, Lord have mercy, man. Look at the. This guy is so bad. Daniel Jones, you are not very good at quarterback, sir. You're not good. You are not a good quarterback. But yeah, everybody running him up but goddamn Deshaun Watson. You see this shit? Look at this play. This was during opening day of the goddamn season. Our opening game against the Minnesota Vikings. Look at this shit. Look at that shit. Look at that. And to think I was going to waste money to get a hotel room, get a game ticket, get all excited. Not too raw. Shout out to man Too Raw for TV, but you got to be put in the back burner for this one because we're going to cook this Bama. We're going to cook Daniel Jones, man. This guy sucks. Where else? Where we at? I mean, what more do I need to show you, right? What more do I need to show you? This man is not a good quarterback. And yet people talk about how Deshaun Watson's out here stealing money. People want to talk about Dak Prescott. Have you seen this guy? I am so disgusted, man. I'm so sick of this bullshit. I want my motherfucking New York Giants back. I want the team that will go out here and smack you in the mouth and win Super Bowls and shit. That's the New York Giants I want. I don't want this. I don't understand what this is. Right? I'm not used to seeing the New York Giants being perennial fucking losers. You mean to tell me 6 years of this bullshit? We've changed coaches, we've changed offensive coordinators, we've changed GMs, we've changed pretty much everything around this guy. He is the common denominator for everything that's fucking wrong with this goddamn team. Oh, Lord. You know what? I'm going to boycott, right? As long as the stupid ass motherfuckers on the goddamn team, right? I'm going to boycott. I'm going to find something to do on Sunday because I will not be running up my goddamn blood pressure, subjecting myself to this nonsense every fucking week. I'm going to go to church. I'm going to find a salad in the New York Times article to cook or to put together, right? I might make a salmon or some shit, right? I'm going to do something else with my fucking time on Sunday, right? So when the Giants playing at 1 o'clock, I'm going to be at church giving my life to God. I'm going to be at a restaurant eating shrimp and grits. I might even go somewhere and do a walk. Walk like 2 miles, right? Just to get my heart and mind, body right. I'm going to find something else to do than to watch this fucking bullshit. There's got to be some quarterbacks in college right now that is ready to play right now to get this fucking Bama off the team, man. And you know what? I know a lot of people say they want Brian Dable fired or whatever like that. I don't want Brian Dable fired. I think Brian Dable is a good coach. But we can't tell because this fucking bum is on the goddamn team. And yes, Daniel Jones is a bum. And I dare anybody to challenge me on that. So no, as much as I want to go see my New York Giants play, I will not be wasting my money on this bullshit. Absolutely the fuck not. Absolutely the fuck not. Ain't no fucking way I'm gonna waste my money on this bullshit. I'm gonna go, you know what? I'd rather go see the Wizards play. And I know the Wizards gonna suck dick this year. They're gonna suck big old 10-inch cow dick this year, right? But we already know that they were going to rebuild. We already know going into the season the Wizards are going to rebuild. I'd rather waste my money on that. You know why? Because their ticket prices is in Popeye's chicken territory. These goddamn ticket prices to go see the Giants play? You think I'm going to pay $300 for a ticket and waste money on tolls and waste money on a hotel room to watch this bullshit? Shit. The devil's a fucking lie. The devil's a goddamn lie. The devil is a fucking lie. Now, I watched the episode of Hard Knocks, right? When they profiled the New York Giants in the offseason. Brian Dable really wanted Jaden Daniels. Brian Dable really wanted Jaden Daniels. And unfortunately, the Commanders picked him up because apparently they wanted Jaden Daniels too. And they got the pick before we did. When the Washington Commanders hired the new GM from the San Francisco 49ers, because at that, the guy that they brought in was actually an assistant GM to the San Francisco 49ers. He took one look at Sam Howell and said, you know what? We need a new quarterback. That's what happened. When the new GM for the Commanders came in, He took one look at Sam Howell and said, "We need a new quarterback." That's how they got Jaden Daniels. What's up, Alex Heron? And they did it right. They got a new coach, new offensive coordinator. They played to his strengths. Cliff Kingsbury is not a good NFL head coach, but he's a damn good coordinator. So if you want to know who's responsible, well, Jaden Daniels is a great quarterback, right? He got hurt in the game yesterday against the Carolina Panthers with a rib injury, but it's not like the Commanders needed Jaden Daniels to dispatch of the Panthers, right? The Panthers are trash, but at the same time, Jaden Daniels has played exceptional, and I wouldn't be surprised if he emerges as the NFL Rookie of the Year. Because the Washington Commanders actually lead the NFC East right now. They have the best record in the NFC East, right? Right. So what happened to Tommy DeVito? Is Tommy DeVito still on the roster, right? Because if he's not, then I don't know what we're doing. I would play. You know what? If I'm Brian Dable, I would make it a point to bench goddamn Daniel Jones and play Tommy DeVito. I would take his 15 seconds of fame because I know at least Tommy DeVito would go in there and throw a couple touchdown passes and shit. I know he's going to get the crowd rocking. I know Tommy DeVito is going to stand there and will this team the victory. Did the game against Green Bay last year serve any purpose? Huh? When he brought the team back when they were down? All the meanwhile, we just keep making mistake after mistake after mistake. I don't know. John Mara has something to do with this. John Mara, you need to let this motherfucker go. Okay? He's not going to be the guy you envision. He just ain't. He's just not going to be the guy, John Mara. Because I'm pretty sure John Mara has something to do with Daniel Jones remaining the starting quarterback of this franchise. All because he's paying them $40 million. Look, it's a bad investment, okay? What are we really doing here? Are we really trying to win games, or are we just out here trying to tank so we get a high draft pick next year? Because if the plan is to throw these games just so we can have a high draft pick, well, I'm not a fan of that. I'm not supporting that. Because you just don't know. When you draft these quarterbacks and you draft these players, you are taking a gamble as to whether or not these guys are going to pan out. So I don't support this whole notion that we gotta tank the season because we see this shiny new toy in college. Nah, man, look, don't fuck around and make me the goddamn GM in the New York Giants. I'm telling you right now, the first move I'm making, Daniel Jones, you're out of here. We're not bringing you back. Sorry, it's just not going to happen. I'll keep Brian Dable as the head coach because I think Brian Dable is competent, right? I think he's a good head coach, and I think he's a guy that can create some stuff. But we need players. We need players. And given the right players, I think Brian Dable can do some stuff. Our defense is good. We lead the league in sacks. So the defense can't be bad. But again, when your offense is going 3 and out, when your quarterback is turning over the ball and putting the defense in precarious situations, then it's going to be regression. It's going to be guys getting tired and missing tackles and missing throws and not communicating where other teams are scoring touchdowns on us and all. And Daniel Jones is at the center of everything that's going wrong with the New York Giants. Sorry, but I'm not sorry because this guy stinks. I mean, we've been at this for like 6 years now. If these 6 years don't give you an idea how bad this guy is, then there's nothing else I can say that's going to change your perception about this man. He sucks. You mean to tell me there's no trade market for this guy? You mean to tell me nobody wants to trade for Daniel Jones? That we just stuck with this bad investment. What's up, Lemon Pepper Lou? Good to see you. I hope you're doing all right, bro. I really hope you're doing all right, man. Because I know you're battling a lot right now, and hey, man, my heart, my thoughts and prayers, my heart is with you, bro. But yeah, a complete waste of money. And this is what happens to an organization when the organization bet is stable on the wrong horse. This is the man who they should have prioritized. This man right here. But you let him walk for nothing. Y'all let this man walk for nothing, and you let him sign with a rival. I even watched the episode of Hard Knocks where John Mara talked about the same thing. John Mara wanted this guy back on the Giants. But they want to sit up here and talk about money and salary cap and age and attrition when it comes to the running back and the injury history and all this other shit, as opposed to, look, this guy's our best player on the team. He's our best chance to win. We need to pay him. Now look at it. His first game in the Eagles uniform, this guy scores 3 touchdowns. Shit makes me sick, man. The shit really makes me sick to my goddamn stomach, man. It really makes me sick. On the season, Daniel Jones has 1,442 passing yards. He has 6 touchdowns and 4 interceptions. And all 6 of those touchdown passes came on the road. He has not thrown a touchdown pass at home this season. Matter of fact, the Giants offense as a whole, 4 fucking games, 1 offensive touchdown at home. On 4 in all those games too. But this is what they gave $40 million. They didn't give $40 million to Saquon Barkley. They gave $40 million to this guy. He's getting it per year. He's getting $40 million a year to do this. Oh my God. So I know there's some Cowboys fans that lurking in my comment section, right? Look, I know y'all disgusted with Dak, but I would take Dak over this guy. Okay? I know that y'all are really pissed off with Dak Prescott and his performance right now, but look, Dak Prescott, even with his play sucking as it is still better than this guy. Can we at least agree on that? Huh? Can we at least agree on that? That you have a better quarterback than we have right now. You know what? Before I bring my blood pressure up any more than it already has right now, you guys just let me know what y'all think in the comments, man. I'm going to end this stream and I'm gonna do something else, man. I gotta get me some food or some shit, man. I really do. I really gotta get me some food right now. And yeah. If you're not a subscriber to this channel, make sure you hit the subscribe button, hit the like button, and share these videos on your social media platform. Shouts out to the LDBC. Bum ass motherfucker. I can't stand you, bitch. This your man. Scream at me. Hurt.